Hey, welcome to another update on Archmage Rises, the greatest role-playing game ever made. Well, it's not done yet. Ever being made. I'm excited to show you all the progress that this team of 10 has made over the last couple of months. So, here we go. James has been working on the audio as you move around in the world, so give it a listen. That little bit of town music lets you know that you are close to a town. As you get closer, it gets louder, but also tells you that you are within the protected zone of the town. So if you hear dead silence, you're on your own. If you hear some town music in the background, you are in a safe area and monsters probably won't attack you. So something that has taken a ginormous amount of time is the ability to change the map. So we had a static map before, the data model was wrong. Tyler had to spend a whole bunch of time recreating how we do the map, how we layer it. It's been a lot of work. So what you're about to see right now is the ability to increase and decrease the moisture of the world so that the tiles actually change and react to what's going on in the world. So we can use clouds, storms, spells, the weather, also the seasons in order to change how the map looks. So obviously we added a lot of moisture there. He's passing time and he's going to dry things out. So this was all necessary to set things up for the spell casting at the world level. That's what we call it hex casting. I don't know if that means anything to anybody else, but that's our internal thing for it. Okay, along with that, we had to redo how the map was done in order to be able to provide animated icons. And so here's some examples from Jesse, who's been learning how to use Spine. And here you can see we can animate hexes as well, like the actual terrain can animate. I have Josh show how you can now be able to report bugs directly from the game and give us all the details that we need. Take it away, Josh.
I've got the bug reporting system working, so if I end up going over into here and I click on report a bug, then a window will pop up, and I can put in my bug title, which I'm just going to call worst bug ever, and then I can put in my description. I'm just going to put in a bunch of random text, and then I can choose whether or not I want to be emailable with questions. So there we go, bug report. Submitted your bug report successfully. Thank you for helping us make Archmage Rises better. You can now close this window. Close window. And then I can go back and I can play my game and be a murder hobo or whatever I'm doing. If I go back into Filezilla, we'll actually see that the file exists on the server now. There's a new folder here, and it includes a description of the error, it includes the device info, the save file, the Unity log, and user footage. Of course, what we really want is for this to be in Jira, which it is. So if I refresh Jira over here, right now it's in a side project for testing purposes, I can see that worst bug ever is available now. And it tells me that it's a player report, it gives me the description from the player, it gives me a link to the report files, the player's contact, email, and also device information as formatted JSON.
Thanks, Josh. Okay, now we are going to show you a new kind of creature added to the world, and that's a Chibo. Chibos deliver letters in the world auto-magically, just like owls in Harry Potter. And we thought that was a way to add some cute creatures to the world. And now we're going to show you how you do letters. So the first thing is you need a topic for a letter. You need a piece of knowledge. And so the player is now looking at this thing. They're struck by the beauty of this particular area. And that is a piece of knowledge that goes into your knowledge bank. And then you can use that piece of knowledge in order to create things such as writing a letter or a song or even a book about that topic. So how do you write something? You need a writing station. So we can go here. If you don't have a mage tower with a writing station in it, then you can go and use the one at the conclave. So there we go, writing station. Those are your options. And now we're going to choose who we send it to. These are the people that you know. The portraits aren't working right now. And now you choose the topic. So you can always flatter, insult, or compliment someone. But here we are choosing compliment, and we can also attach a gift to it. So this is, you're able to send someone a birthday card and attach some money to it. Because the whole goal is to make the NPCs really feel alive and the relationships matter. And so the ability to send letters to NPCs to keep up the relationship, for them to be able to send letters to you and receive them out in the field to keep up the relationship, I think will go a long way to making the world feel alive. Okay, now We have the ability to set a camp. So now we have the ability to set camp. So you could be anywhere in the world, and if you have camping gear, then you can open up a camp window, and that allows you to sleep. And this will work anywhere in the world and also inside of dungeons. If you're in a dungeon, there's a chance that you're going to get ambushed, and so you want to make sure you're in a safe place when you're doing the camp. Next, we have the research and knowledge system. So we are revamping the way that you learn spells. As you go through your life in the world, you gain experience points in the specific magic schools. So there's no experience points for leveling up, but there is experience points like knowledge that you gain for fire and arcane. And once you have those points, you're able to spend them on learning new spells. I like tech trees, it's like in Civilization, that's the idea here. And so when you first start off with a little bit of knowledge in the fire school, you only see that first grouping. But as you get better and better in the fire school, as you spend points, experience points in it, then you get to see what the higher level things are. And so you can also find books in the world or trainers that will teach you more about the fire school, and that'll give you experience points you can spend, or they'll reveal what those higher tiers are. So we think people are really going to like that. The next in the study and experimentation is the ability to study books, and studying books gives you the XP that we were just talking about. But for me, I like reading business books, and when do I do that? Well, it's not something that I do like in a 6-hour period. It's something I do passively. I want to learn along the way, and so you can assign readings. This is also setting it up for the religious system we're going to have. So you can say, hey, this is something I'm passively reading. So as you go throughout your days, you'll make progress on reading that book. So you don't have to dedicate focused time on reading. And then once you get the insights from that book, then they're available to you. You can go and you can spend them. The next is the ability to study directly. So this is active studying. So it's like, hey, I really need to read this for work. And this is showing what XP gain I'm going to get from studying this book. So different books have different quality to them, so you get more XP from them. Those would be rarer books. And now we are fading out time, and then it's going to come back in here. Now it shows the results of that study period. Okay, so we got some insights. The building kicked you out. And so now we're going to show experimentation. This is the practical side of learning. So you can do an experiment, and we see if the experiment is successful or not. It's based on a number of skill factors. Okay. The experiment failed. So all that happened was you just waste some time. Okay, so now I'm going to show you another new feature on the game side, and it's called Archopedia, and it's based on the Filezilla. So if we just hit escape, we go to the main menu, Archopedia, and it's pretty ugly right now, but this is going to allow us to put in-game help. So I made an example page here. If we go into the hierarchy here and we go to the Crocodon, this is just some example of we're able to put in embed images. We basically had to make our own HTML system, which kind of sucks because there's no web browser built into Unity. You can't use the OS-based one. So we had to kind of create our own little HTML system. Allows us to show images, put in some separator lines, and then some rich text with the Text Mesh Pro allows us to do that. So we can also embed videos. So this allows us to talk about a subject and then also show you how to do it within the game. So all these things were hard to do, but I think they're valuable for your user gaming experience. To be able to really enjoy Archmage to its fullest. Next, we're going to show you some of the audio work that James has been doing for the new races that are coming into the game. He's also been working on the audio work for existing races, things you've already seen and heard, but this is pretty exciting stuff. And you're also going to be introduced to some of the new races that are in the game, because he put it in his video, even though I didn't tell him that he shouldn't show the new things. But anyways, now you get to see it. Now we're going to show you some of the animation work that Ruby has been doing. She's been learning how to use Spine, and here's one of the new creatures, the Scorpion. And so here's a couple of animations that she's put together, and once the animations are ready, then the programmers can put it in the game. We also have some crocodons. The crocodon has an ability to create mud and then use that mud to create armor for themselves, so it matters what's on the ground. There's a different kind of crocodon. Okay, next we have world casting. So this is something you've been waiting for. People have been asking about, how do I cast spells out in the world, not just in combat? So Zach's been working on this. So we're going to target this bog, and we're going to put rain. Now you need gems in order to power these spells. This is not like making a tiny little cloud and putting some rain in combat, which is like, I don't know, 6-foot area. Now we are casting huge amounts of power, and so here we can see that we have brought in rain clouds, and now we've created a storm system here. And of course, they're not all final graphics, or maybe they are. And now we're going to cast Winter's Wrath, and we're choosing the gems. So the gem drives how powerful it is, how much energy you embed into the gem. We're going to freeze that town. And because we did an attack spell on the town, like we did something negative, now we're being ambushed by the guards. Okay, and finally, the thing you've been waiting for is, if I can cast spells, can I destroy a town? The answer is yes. So here we are with looking at a town, and now we're going to leave the town, and we're going to cast Fireball on that town. And so... yeah, we have to put the gem into it. Red diamond is the most powerful gem, so maximum power. And we totally destroyed the town. People are killed, buildings are destroyed. So now we can go to that town. The graphic's not supposed to be there, but anyway, we're still in development. Okay, look, the town's gone. But there's stuff on the ground. And what are those things on the ground? We are able to grab some wood from the destroyed buildings. We can also search the ruins of the town, and this is if you know that a town has like some amazing artifact in it. When you destroy the town, that amazing artifact is still there. And then the final thing you can do with a town is you can build a new one. You can actually build a town anywhere in the game. You don't own the town. I want to be clear about that. You just build it, and then people start living there, and you can then go and build buildings in it, and so you can create your own town, but you're not running the town. This is a first-person, individual role-playing game. So, but you do have the ability to fund these things, and now there will be a town there again. Okay, well, that is all the stuff that we've been working on. I hope you like it, and I look forward to showing you more as we complete it. But I wanted to use this opportunity to bring you up to date with the progress we've been making. I know we've been silent, but that's because we're heads down making this thing. So until next time, thanks for watching and following Archmage Rises, and I look forward to hearing from you in the forums.